Let's take a look at the Neutron app. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone is well. Saturday here in the UK, it's rainy, cold, horrible, miserable outside. Shocking. So let's play with a synth. Today we're going to look at the little app that accompanies the Neutron synth. I want to do a few more videos about the Neutron. I think I've done a pretty good job with the Model D. So then we're moving forward. Trying to. So there is an app that accompanies the Neutron. Now, I know I did a video talking about the Tune Tribe app for the Model D, and that can be useful for setting up the Midi channel, and can be useful for that. So when I typically run the Model D, I don't have the app open. So I've opened it once, set the channel, and then jobs are good in. Now the Neutron's a bit different. It has its dedicated app, so there's a dedicated Neutron app. And the other difference is I generally always have the app running when I'm using the Neutron, and I will explain why in this video. Now it's a bit of a, that's probably not everyone's cup of tea, because you think if you've got, say, like I've got a Neutron and a D, so that means I've got two additional pieces of software. And the reason for having a hardware synth is we don't want to worry about keeping your software up to date, keeping your OS up to date, and I've rolled up to the next OS and now that software doesn't work, and it's just a big nightmare. Yeah. Now you can run the Neutron without the app, don't even need to touch it, so you can just go in using a MIDI cable, happy days, or you can control it with control voltage, happy days. I do tend to run the app when I'm using the Neutron, and and it basically has one really useful feature that I'm going to show you. So that's today's video. If you're new here, you are very welcome. We play with synths and guitars and occasionally bass. You are very welcome. All right, let's get into the main body. So I've got a really basic Reaper project open here. So it's armed for recording, and I'm just receiving MIDI from the port I use for my Z1. So that's controlling the Neutron. In the routing, you can see that I've just got it selected there, Neutron, center channel 1. So that's nice and simple. So if we see MIDI devices, you'll see, Neutron enabled plus clock, double click that. So I can change, all those settings there. So that's how to set it up in terms of the USB. If it's powering by USB, you'll see it there. Obviously, if you're just running it out of a kind of USB MIDI hub, you want to select the appropriate channel of the MIDI hub or a sound card or whatever you're using. Okay, so I've got the app open. So we're talking about the app today. So this is the Neutron app. So they've got a nice kind of red sort of theme, similar to the actual hardware unit. And the reason I use it basically is it has a built-in tuner. Look at that. So I can play an A, which we know should be 440. So we can see that oscillator 1 is a bit flat and oscillator 2 is a bit flat. That is basically the only reason I have the app open. It's just really handy having a tuner app. Or a tuner, like just in the background. Now, obviously, it's given me all this other good stuff as well. So it's telling me the oscillator 1 range, oscillator 2 range, and all this other good stuff. It gives me a really pretty detailed setup for the LFO section there. Mostly stuff I can set up on the hardware unit itself. Over on the right hand panel, we have the filtering options. So whether we're setting up the high pass, band pass, or low pass, depth, key tracking, all that. Again, I think this is all stuff I can set up on the actual unit. And then down here we have a few more other sort of details here, poly chaining. Yeah, the important one there is Midi channel. So if you're having issues setting the Midi channel, obviously you've got the dip switches at the back, similar to the D. So you want to have those dip switches set to the appropriate setting, and kind of know what channel you want to be aiming for. Mine's just set to channel 1, but you know, you got 16 channels to choose from. What I would suggest is with your hardware is if you always set it to a certain channel and just sort of stick with that. So I know that my Z1's always channel 2 with whatever I do, and yeah, I think the Venom back there is always set to channel 3. It's just I've got a sticker on it that just says channel 3, and that can just be a bit of a sort of productivity hack in the studio when you're doing sort of a lot of hardware synth stuff. So yeah, so let's just see the tuner in action. If we hit an A, we know we should be at obviously 440 kilohertz, unless we're doing a wacky alternative tuning for super resonant healing and all that nonsense. And obviously I can adjust the big knob on the Neutron here and just get that in tune. Let's just put my oscillator mix so we're only hearing oscillator 1. Fascinating video. We watch a man tune a synth. Let's go to oscillator 2 just with a mix control, and because that's set an octave lower, 440 divided by 2, 220. Maths. They're quite sort of they're very responsive, those tuning knobs. And then of course let's put the oscillator mix back to the 12 o'clock position, so we're hearing both oscillators, and then we can start to play with any kind of detuning, which is super fun. Boards of Canada, anyone? So that is the main reason I generally run the Neutron in USB mode. I have the app open. On my experience on the Mac is it all worked, you know, with seamlessly. Downloaded the app, installed it, fired up the Neutron, boom, it was all good. Can't talk to. Have I tried this on Windows? I can't talk to Windows. I can't remember. So on a Mac, it's all good. Yeah. So there we go. I think that's all I want to say on this video. Just, you know, there is an app for the Neutron. You don't need it. I find it useful to run it. Mainly I use a tuner on it. Obviously you could use tuning app, right? Or a tuning plugin. That's also an option. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to leave the Neutron running for a couple of hours, see how much the tuning is going to wander, and that'll be an interesting little test way. All right. So just as a little bonus at the end of the video, I've left the Neutron on now just for 4 hours, just sitting there doing nothing. I was just curious to see how much the tuning drifts. So if I just play an A, so it's drifted a little, like 6 hertz, almost nothing, right? There we go. So I'd say tuning with Neutron pretty stable. If you're doing a long recording session, it's nice to have that app open, or any tuning app, just to keep an eye on the tuning. Yeah, I'd say, these aren't like digital synths where you just turn it on and Bob's your uncle. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See ya.